Well, we did it, everyone! The channel just hit 100 subscribers, and first and foremost, I want to thank all of you. I know that 100 isn't a lot compared to the bigger channels out there, but it's much farther than I thought I'd get, and it's all thanks to you. This isn't a celebration for me, it's a celebration for you. You guys are the real MVPs. I'd just like to give you all an update on what I'm doing for the channel, and where I'm headed with it going forward. RWBY Revisited is far and away the highest performing playlist on this channel. I have absolutely no intention of stopping with this playlist, as it's what you guys seem to enjoy the most. The plan is to create one of these a month, and then one of a video from another playlist on the channel. I've got quite a few topics lined up, but I'm always open to more ideas. I can't promise that I can cover every topic, especially if it's a subject that there isn't much information on, but I'm always open to your suggestions. I even plan to do an offshoot of this called RWBY Recapped when Volume 9 releases, briefly covering what I noticed on each episode as they release. But what I'm currently working on is the first of a new playlist called Course Correction. Here, I'll cover something that had a good concept, but it had an execution that left something to be desired. The first of these will be Halo Reach. Now I know that Reach has tons of fans, and that's why I'm doing it. Reach isn't bad. There are just a few things that I found were lacking, and mods have opened my eyes further on it. The Hidden Gem series is something that's dedicated to bringing attention to games, shows, books, or anything else that I've found hasn't received the credit that it should have. Whether that's because it's old, or it just flew under the radar, it for some reason never got its due. Again, I've got a good number of these lined up, but I'm always open to suggestions for more. Film analysis is another subject that I plan to cover, but it's a bit more difficult with YouTube and the copyright police constantly sniping at me. I even struggle with this on RWBY Revisited because the law will use any and every excuse to shoot you down. That said, I'm trying to cover movies that either aren't as bad as everyone says, or aren't as good as everyone says they are. If a movie's good or bad, and everyone knows it, then there isn't much I can really add to that hasn't already been said, you know? That's why I've started with The Hobbit. They're not phenomenal, but they're not as bad as most people would tell you. My Desolation of Smaug video got taken down, but I'm in the process of reworking it and getting it back up for you guys. Gaming Gibbering is dedicated to recently released games. In them, I'll tell you about my experience with them, and hopefully that will help you decide whether or not you want to buy them. These will probably be shorter and not edited to the same extent that the other playlists are, as they need to be released while the game is still topical. I can only think of 2 more of these that I'll do in the foreseeable future, those being the Dead Space remake and Hogwarts Legacy. If there's anything else that catches my eye, I can cover it, but I'm not currently aware of anything else coming out in the near future that's got my attention. And last, but certainly not least, is the writing debugging playlist. These are meant to be short, concise explanations of a writing concept that's meant to help aspiring storytellers improve their craft. I've done my fair share of writing, and I'm currently looking to get published, so I'd like to share what I've learned. I've seen so many people that have incredible potential, but they just don't quite know how to focus their ideas and create something truly spectacular. If even one of these videos helps someone coalesce their thoughts and improve their craft, then I'll be satisfied. But now it's up to you, dear viewer. I'm still a fledgling channel, and now is a great time for you to make suggestions on what sort of content you'd like to see. From ideas in my existing playlists to entirely new ones, I'm open to your thoughts. I can't guarantee that I can incorporate anything suggested, but I will certainly give it some thought. But I'm not a huge YouTuber like Markiplier or someone like that. I still have to work a 40-hour week, then come home to make content, so my pace isn't as fast as some others. But again, I want to thank you. Yes, you. To anyone watching this, or who watches my content, you're a champion, and I hope that the day goes ever in your favor. If you have any ideas for content you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and let your voice be heard, and may you all have a weapon in each hand.